Hey, Dustin, how are you?
Pretty good.
Good. What's going on there?
Oh, Jack just told us, me and my girlfriend, about his most memorable Easter. I guess this big, overgrown 8-year-old came running up when Jack's daughter was playing with this little bunny. It was, someone brought home this little cute, tiny baby bunny rabbit, and everyone was scooping it up and saying, "Oh, look at the cute bunny!" And here comes this guy, Dan, and he's got these big clawed-like feet, and just being the klutz that he was, he came running over to look for the bunny, and he stepped on it and broke its back.
Oh, no.
Started going into convulsions, and meanwhile, Jack's daughter's crying, "Dad, Daddy killed the Easter bunny," and he's scarred for life. That was horrible.
That's pretty bad, but that's what you get. Is that the kind of story that Jack tells all the time?
No, but, Jack does have some interesting things that he's witnessed.
I'm sure you do, too.
Oh, of course.
Speaking of which, what are your end thoughts on celebrity boxing, or is that something you don't want to talk about?
Oh, why wouldn't I want to talk about it? I won.
You demolished Ron.
Yeah, I plan on starting a new career now of, basically boxing nothing but elderly and handicapped and, overage.
Well, they said in the preview that you studied martial arts.
Yes.
What do you do? What do you know?
Well, it depends on what you mean. I've taken a lot of different forms. I started out with Shotokan and Kempo and, reached a second-degree black belt in those. And then I moved to a style called Muay-Do, and then I studied kickboxing and studied some jiu-jitsu, studied some kung fu for a while under Danny Inosanto and, things like that. So right now I train with Duke Rufus, 4-time world heavyweight kickboxing champ.
Wow.
Out in Milwaukee, yeah.
Oh, Milwaukee. You live out there now?
Yeah, I moved out to Milwaukee.
Yeah, oh, that's interesting. Some of my friends told me they've seen your stand-up and they had wonderful things to say about it.
Excellent.
Yeah, how exactly would you describe your stand-up comedy?
I talk about the say-by-the-bell stuff and behind the scenes, the good juicy gossip and the good details that no one ever gets to hear right off the bat, because that's what people want to hear. And then I veer it into, just what it's like being, walking in my shoes and just like, a day in my life and, just the strange things that I encounter and the strange stories I have. And then, I do some impressions and probably going to add Ron Polo to my impression list now.
Wow.
Yeah. Basically, it's not that hard. You just got to, pretend you're a turtle.
I gotta say, you're good even right now on the whim.
Well, it's a rare gift that I've been blessed with that's sort of spontaneous, called wit. I'm very proud of it.
Well, right on to that. I understand now the third date of what you're playing out in Long Island, you're hosting a battle of the bands?
Yeah, it should be pretty interesting. I'm just, you never know how some of these events will go, if all the bands are whoppers, then again it could go the other way and they could all be fantastic, so.
Speaking of bands, though, what can you tell me about Salty The Pocketknife?
Salty The Pocketknife is one of my current projects right now. It's being mastered and pressed right now. It'll be out in July, and I play bass. It's very eclectic music. It's a lot of odd time. I guess the closest relatives or inspirations, I would say, like if you like Frank Zappa or Mr. Bungle, you'll like Salty The Pocketknife. Cool.
You said other projects. It's one of your projects. What else do you have going on for you?
Well, I'm doing some work with my girlfriend, who's a singer. I like to write all kinds of different stuff. I mean, I do. I admire guys like Danny Elfman very greatly. Danny Elfman, of course, used to be with Oingo Boingo, and then basically expanded his career to doing like a lot of the movie soundtracks for most of the major films that have come out in the last 20, 30 years. Right.
So, do you have any straightforward goals as a musician, or are you just taking things as they come?
I just like music, and I have to, it's always been a part of me. I have to play it. Whether I'm doing it as a career or not doesn't really affect anything other than whether you're getting paid for it or not. I do the music because it's something I have to do.
Cool. So what's something that you wish more people knew about you?
Something that I wish more people knew about me. I don't know. I guess just most people, because I did the show for so long, they only know the Screech side, and then they see me in character, and expect that I'm going to be that character, or they don't really know how much, how fake or how real the Screech character is, and I don't know if it's a credit to my acting ability or what, but Screech and I are nothing alike. I have, I think, a good sense of humor, and I can laugh at pretty much anything, and I can definitely be goofy at times, but, it's different from when you're reading a script and taking a character that you have to bring to life, and that's your job every week, to impress the network suits, then comparing that to just me hanging out with my friends and having a good time.
Sure. So what did you think then of the cameo in Maid?
Well, Maid, I was definitely, portraying myself. A lot of people told me that was their favorite scene in the film. I know MTV, has, I've heard tells through grapevine that I've been nominated for best cameo in a film.
That's great news. Are you going to the regular movie awards?
Well, I hope I'm invited. Yeah, I might swing on down that way. Depends on if I'm working or not.
Cool. And what are you currently working on? I think Jack said about a movie?
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of different stuff. Nothing I'm going to mention directly right now until contracts are signed, but I will say that I'm going to be doing a lot of work with Fox probably coming up here, and I'm going to be traveling all over the country still doing stand-up comedy. I've got a number of film projects I'm working on, and the music. So.
Do you have a website to plug or anything along those lines?
I don't really have a website at the moment to plug right now, but I will say that mp3.com, you can go on mp3.com/Salty The Pocketknife, and if they want to hear some of the music.
Okay, and any last words for the kids then?
Last words for the kids out there. I don't know. Stay in school, drink milk, pity the fool. No. Remember that old Mr. T cartoon?
Of course.
They had to have the good message and everything. And then here I did the NBC 75th anniversary party, and Mr. T, a legend. He was in Rocky, and here he is, poking fun at me, and I thought that was great. I say to anybody out there, I wouldn't recommend stand-up or acting for to anybody, but anybody that's faint of heart. You got to have steel skin when you do this. And the career I've chosen is one where you're constantly having to prove yourself and reinvent yourself. But if people are out there and they have an idea to do it, my words of advice would be just to stick with it and do it for yourself. And don't try to please the world, because of course that's an impossible task. Half the world laughs at the other half.
True. Does that mean anything about your Salty The Pocketknife touring anytime soon, or is that just a studio project?
Oh, no. That we're going to tour to support the album once it comes out, and then we're going to start pushing the websites and everything else. They can find the info on mp3.com about the band.
Paltrocast.